Quay Blues. I saw the old news written in the new news. It was there between the black and white words, and under the words, like yellow well-fed maggots feasting beneath a corpse flesh. Then a pigeon paused mid-air for a brief shit on Father Matthew's statue. Some fiend said, "Alright, Roy." I said, "What up, dude?" American twang, and lit my cig as the Echo Boy sang. Echo, echo, evening echo. Now Cork City's hold on me grasps tight, like the choke of a well-greased noose. Hearing these Quay Blues, where the dole lines queue. Here old men blue drink a Murphy's or two, and they all think they know it all. That's when I know I knew. It was all in the morning and the day just grew. Now I love a fine girl, a beautiful Jew. I love to tell her I love her in a poem or two, or sometimes 3. You can call that a few. Here in Cork City, we all raise a pint chased by a whiskey or two. These days, the flowers on my mom's grave all sway in the dew, and I never had time for the gossip folks brew. The blind beggar begs on Patrick's Bridge as he spews, and in the old part of Cork, it's as old as the hills. Now no water flows through the wheel at the mills. The fish up on Shandon is dead to the gills, and the mullet in the River Lee are toxic and still. I'd never knock boots with these Cork girls, because their looks can just kill. So leave me alone, because I've had about my fill. So I stand on the quays and watch the drake bob for fish. I think to myself, drop a penny in the River Lee and wish. But these Quay Blues always serve up a cold dish. Most of my friends are dead in the ditch, and the fish up on Shandon will always be dead to the gills. Here in these Quay Blues, where life is as quiet as shh. Ah, now I know where I am and who I am. Back in that old shithole, Cork City. A place I knew nothing but misery, nothing but monsters. It gets a little worse every time, because this was the Cork City that I knew when I was busy being born. Or rather, I wasn't born yet. When I grew up and started to explore it, I realised it was the most filthiest, shittiest city in the fucking goddamn world. It gets a little worse every time. But back then, when I was a kid, it looked a little different. There was more colour in the buildings. Those were the days when there were hardly any automobiles or telephones. You know, there was a little more colour in the buildings, you'd say. When I think of Patrick's Bridge, which seemed like the only bridge in existence back then, how many times I walked back and forth over that bridge on an empty stomach, looking for a handout, never getting one, stealing echoes on Patrick Street, begging in Dawn Square, coming home with 10 pence in my pocket. It's no wonder I had these goddamn recurrent nightmares all my life. I don't know how I ever survived, or why I'm still sane. In fact, right now I don't know. Am I awake or am I dreaming? My whole past feels like one long dream, punctured with nightmares.